Let's understand what is GSLB, or Global Server Load Balancing. Now, in this case, what happens is that user who want to access the application ABC, basically these are the servers on which this application one, which is called abc.com, has been hosted. Now, in that case, the user request will go to the DNS that I want to access abc.com website, and DNS, as per its standard behavior, it will send the IP, this IP, which is on the server load balancer 1.1.1.1 to the user. Now, when the user gets that IP, it will direct its traffic towards the IP 1111 via the internet or via the routing. So when this request reaches the server load balancer, it will, as per its fundamental behavior, send it to the respective server wherever the load is low, or maybe as per its round robin algorithm, whatever algorithm has been stationed here. However, let's say in a scenario that server load balancer is stationed in the data center 1, this goes down. Well, now what will happen, right? So user will not be able to access those application which is by the name abc.com. And for that specific reason, we have a mechanism called as the DR site, or the second data center, which means that in event of data center 1 going down, the data center 2 or the DR site will take over. So in this case, what is happening is we still have the DNS, not the GSLB. So when user sends the request to the DNS for abc.com, it will give it back 1.1.1.1, and user tries to access the 1111 because data center is down. Still, the user will not be able to access app1, that is the application. So it is a downtime for the user. Now let's look at the scenario where we have a GSLB. It is also called many times as a smart DNS. What the smart DNS will do is it will keep on probing, sending probe and checking the health of these IPs on the server load balancer. So in the event, let's say this one goes down, the data center. Now GSLB has the primary entry for abc.com as 1.1.1.1, and the secondary entry as 2.2.2.2. So if you look here, 1.1 belongs to data center 1 server load balancer, and 2.2.2.2 belongs to data center 2, right? So the moment GSLB sees that data center 1 is down and the IP 111 is still not reachable, so it will remove this entry from its database and send this IP to the user instead of 1111 as a DNS will do. So by doing so, what will happen? User, instead of sending its traffic to the data center 1 IP 1111, it will send its traffic to the data center 2 or the DR site where the IP 2222 is assigned. And then via routing, it will be taken to the data center 2, hit the server load balancer based upon its algorithm will send it to the respective server which is housing the same application abc.com on any of the specific servers, and then the communication will happen. Hence, there is not going to be any downtime thanks to GSLB, which smartly makes the decision that DNS entry needs to be removed and updated to the application which is alive in that data center. That is how the fundamental, or rather nitty-gritties of the GSLB, the smart DNS, works. Now, what are the key vendors of the GSLB service? But before moving ahead, GSLB is appliance-based solution also, which is on-premise, and it has got the cloud-based solution also for the GSLB. So first three here are the appliance-based solution, which are F5 Big IP GTM, which is called Global Traffic Manager GTM, which is the F5 specific name for GSLB. Then we have Citrix ADC, which has the GSLB service. Then 8N GSLB. These are all the on-premise solution or the appliance-based solution. While cloud-based solutions are also available, which includes Amazon Route 53, Cloudflare GSLB, Azure GTM. And this all list of vendor provided solution or cloud provided solutions are doing great in the GSLB, so that the service availability or the application access still stays alive even when one data center goes down and the other is up. Or in fact, one scenario is that GSLB will do smart routing. That is, let us say we have users who are coming from US region or maybe Europe region. Based upon the source IP, it will send the IP of data center 1 which is in US. And let us say we have users from Asia who are who wants to access the abc.com. Since the IP 2222 or these applications are hosted in data center 2 which is in Asia, the GSLB will give IP 2222 for those specific users so that they can access the nearby data center which is near to them. So geolocation based IP assignment is also one of the service that GSLB can provide. So there are multiple other aspects also, nitty-gritties that can be provided, but I will not touch in this session.